Welcome to the wonderful world of dodgy movies and TV. I'm your host, Movie and TV Mistress. This week, folks, I finally did it! I reviewed Trick or Treat! So, Trick or Treat. Not the Donald Duck one, and not Trick or Treats like last week. The Trick or Treat you've all been asking me to review and expecting me to review. The 1986 film starring Mark Price, guest starring Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne. What's it about? Well, in a nutshell, a fan of a rock star that's died at the start of the movie gets hold of an acetate vinyl, which is apparently a very thick, heavy vinyl and used for demos. I'm not a vinyl person, so I don't know. But anyway, he gets hold of this from a DJ at a radio station and then ends up playing it backwards and bringing back the rock star from the dead who wants to kill everyone. That's the gist of this movie in a nutshell. We have Mark Price, or as I like to call him, Skippy from Family Ties. And if you don't remember Family Ties, I feel very sorry for you. You're missing out on Michael J. Fox at the prime of his career, just before and just after Back to the Future.
However, one small favor that I'd like to ask of you.
Name it, anything.
I'd like you to go out on a date with, young Irwin here.
I'd rather enter a convent.
I'm flattered by the competition.
Skippy was Alex P. Keaton's best friend, but really he was only friends with Alex because he fancied Mallory. And there's a girl in this that, well, his character fancies, who happens to look like Mallory. Her name's Leslie, but she'll be Mallory from now on. And his bully is played by a basketball member of the Beavers from Teen Wolf. You know, that movie with Michael J. Fox as a werewolf.
Beavers!
Anyway, so, there you go. You got three main characters, and then you've got this rock star that you don't see too much of, which is a good thing, until towards the end. Mark Price, I have not seen in anything apart from Family Ties, and now this. But I have been now informed that he played a character called Michael J. Fox in Killer Tomatoes Take Paris, or France, I'm not sure. So, I have only seen the first two of those films. I need to see the final 2, 3, or however many tomato movies there are. So, those will be future videos, but let's get to this review. Trick or Treat. I actually really enjoyed this. We start off meeting Skippy, getting bullied because he's a rock kid. I guess the 80s people didn't like rock kids, the 90s they didn't like goths, and they still don't like goths. But goths have so much to, like about rock, because you got Kiss. So yeah, he seems to be friends with a DJ played by Gene Simmons.
Wake up, sleepyheads.
It's party time! Yeah! This is the old Noosa coming at you right here on this fine, fine Rocktober morning. It's the sweeping sensation that's sweeping the nation, and I'm gonna do it to you right here, right now. Wow! Hey, Rockman! Look. Hey, kid. I can't believe it.
Yeah. Well, live fast, die young, I guess.
Who's pretty much the Wolfman, but not. And he's been given, the Wolfman, this is Gene Simmons' character, has been given the acetate demo of the final album of this dead rock star to play at midnight on Halloween. Oh, where are you going, mister? Are you bored yet? Is that what's going on? still. So, Trick or Treat. It's a good film. Really? You're gonna give me the eye now? I'm reviewing it. You know that I'm reviewing it, right? Could you not? Distract. Please. So, dead guy. Used to go to the same high school as Mark Price. Or Skippy. And... Okay, everything... what the fuck is going on here? This is because the rock star has got into my stereo system and is now just tormenting me. Stop it! What the fuck, people? So back to this review. You're not going to distract me, Sammi Curr. I'm going to push through this. Right. So, Skippy being bullied by basketball player from Beavers and Desperate Housewives. So much so that when he hears what he should do on a record played backwards the next day and it works, he then starts having a conversation with a record that starts to play backwards on its own.
Maybe I am nuts.
You. And I'm Garrett. Ragnar.
Unfucking real. This is Ragman. I have a question. Was that message yesterday meant for me?
All part of the plan.
All right. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, there's a plan. Now, what is the plan?
Nail them all. Remember? Revenge. Remember?
Yes!
Who directed this film? Charles Martin Smith. You know, a actor and director. Now, he's quite famous. He was in Starman and in The Untouchables. He was the kind of guy hunting down Starman, and he usually wears glasses. And he directed Dolphin Tale and wrote and directed Dolphin Tale 2. So, you know, this is his directorial debut. And wow, is it a great one in comparison to last week's Trick or Treats. And that guy had Orson Welles on the credits. Who knew? Charles Lee Ray has written and directed this film, and it's basically a story taking the mickey out of everything that people have said about rock music. Rock music is evil. So much so that they even get Ozzy Osbourne to play a reverend who's saying it's evil and quote lines from songs. Deadpan. I swear, if you look at this scene, I swear he's trying not to laugh.
A question. This album, Do It Like a Dog. Now, this has to be about animal behavior. Is that right?
Let me give you an example. I have
Okay.
one of the lyrics. You will
right.
tell me what you honestly think is
Go right
about.
ahead.
Gonna drive my long steel missile down on your love channel. Deep, deep, you'll beg for more. Raising hell and serpent score. Feel me, feel me. Now, what does that mean to you? To me, it means nothing but a sexual act.
Turns out Sammi Curr, this rock star from the Solid Gold Dancers, no less. The actor who played him is from the Solid Gold Dancers. You might remember them from the film Scrooged. But I just saw women in that. I'm sorry. My set is falling apart. My hat's falling off. And Sammi Curr is just tormenting me. Look, this movie is awesome. You should all see it. It's hilarious. It has some jump scares. it's creepy and disturbing, especially when he starts playing the music backwards, because it's quite off-putting and weird. The special effects are well done for a first-time director to have special effects like this. It's well written, the characters are well developed. My favourite special effect horror scene is this. I know that that girl is basically having sex with Sammi Curr. And at the end, I don't know what that is, but it's creepy. Okay, I'm disturbed. What? Sammi, please stop. You're freaking me out, man. I will get through this review of this movie, and Sammi Curr will not disturb me no more. Look, I'm going to get you sitting back up, because I'll have to do this. Look, folks, just check this film out. Also, let me explain. Gene Simmons was offered the role of Sammi Curr and turned it down to play basically his... What are you doing now? What are you... So, Gene Simmons was offered the role of Sammi Curr, and Sammi Curr character is a main character, but he chose to play a DJ that he'd basically inspired by the Wolfman for years. So that's brilliant. Ozzy Osbourne's quite funny, and actually the weirdest thing about this movie is the fact that I can understand... The fact that I can understand Ozzy Osbourne in that film is probably... I guess he wasn't on drugs that week? Oh, Jesus. Please. People, we need to get this film released on Blu Ray. It hasn't been released on Blu Ray due to licensing issues with the music. But somebody needs to get this movie released because Sammi Curr won't stop torturing me. And if Howard the Duck can have a freaking movie on Blu-ray and DVD, why can't this film? This film is brilliant and quite creepy and disturbing with some of the imagery. And Skippy gets Mallory at the end? I am being serious. This movie is awesome and it deserves a Blu-ray and DVD release. It has had a special DVD release in Germany because the Germans are awesome. They know what they like. I have to point out the version that I got a copy of doesn't actually say it's called Trick or Treat. This film's got a couple other titles, one of them being Ragman, which was what appeared on my screen whenever I put this on. It didn't say Trick or Treat, it said Ragman. Because Ragman is Skippy's character's nickname. The other title is Death at 33 RPM. Something to do with vinyl. Sorry folks, I have no clue about vinyl. Ask me about cassettes. CDs? Yeah. Vinyl, I know there's a needle involved and you can play things backwards. I have to say, this is probably the best one I've reviewed so far of a film called Trick or Treat. So, check it out everyone. Let's try and get this released on Blu-ray and DVD sometime soon. Stupid licensing laws need to let this movie be released because it is freaking awesome and brilliant and the acting's brilliant. I'm scared now. He's gonna come back and he... Oh jeez. Okay. So that's my review of Trick or Treat, folks. Sorry about my set. Sorry about Sammi Curr torturing me today. Tune in next week for another review. Hopefully not so scary of a video to be made. And remember, hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Thumbs up. Hit the bell to get notified of when I upload. And let me know if you like what I'm doing and what you're thinking of these videos and
Happy Halloween!
Yeah, have a happy Halloween, folks. So, see you next week. Bye.
Rock's chosen warrior is nothing but a fucking whip poser!
Ninety.